He's been on a bit of a down. He's the definitive last-minute opponent, but he has had a couple of weeks to get ready for this one, and he figures this is the one I really need to get. So the undefeated Zavala against the veteran Lee Cargle, and to meet these two, here is Michael Buffer. Michael?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse here at Montana State University. Here in Bozeman, Montana, where tonight Top Rank Incorporated and the undisputed, undefeated king of beer, Budweiser, presents professional boxing for your entertainment. All the bouts tonight are sanctioned by the State of Montana Board of Athletics. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get things started with a 10-round bout. This is in the junior featherweight division. The referee for this contest is Dean Kromaric. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks and weighing in at an even 124 pounds. He's from Oklahoma City. His professional record, 27, 25-1. 14 of his 27 victories are by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Quick Cargle. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with blue letters, weighing an even 122 pounds. This native of Tijuana, Mexico, is now fighting out of Rosemead, California. Undefeated as a professional with a record of 13-0, 11 by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Rudy Zavala.
And in the state of Montana, these then are the rules.
Here's a 3 knockdown rule effect, also standing 8. The ref can stop the fight. The winner gets 10 points, loser 9 or less. 3 judges will score, and you can be saved by the bell only in the last round. And we might mention if there's an accidental butt, after 1 round, they will go to the scorecards.
And that is unusual. Usually a minimum of 3, or more normal is a 5-round minimum. As you look at Lee Cargle, and Cargle, as we said, has been on something of a down. Meanwhile, in the other corner, Rudy Zavala, 13-0 with 11 knockouts and showing an awful lot of promise.
And Lee Cargle's nickname is Quick, and that is because he does move a bit in the ring. There's the knockouts you see. Zavala with much better percentage. He's a much more powerful puncher.
Said he wanted to work the body and starts out by doing that.
If you want to move and box and run, if you will, this is not the ring to do it in because there's not much room. But look at Cargle. He goes to work early. Maybe he's not going to run as Zavala feels he will.
Cargle is a guy who did knock down Julio Cesar Chavez. That, I think, hurt Zavala.
He hurt Zavala with that.
He knocked Julio Cesar Chavez's brother down on 2 occasions, only to lose a split decision. So he does have a little bit of bang.
It's interesting because almost everyone here today felt that Lee would really be on his bicycle in this bout. Not so far.
Yeah, in fact, the person who thought so more than anyone else was Zavala himself. Nice combinations by Zavala, though. But Cargle did get Zavala's attention.
Rudy is looking to land the left hook over that right hand, and there's an uppercut by Rudy. He wants the left hook over the right hand of Cargle. I think Lee really wants to counterpunch off the ropes, and that was where he landed a good right hand early, but he's taking a lot of punishment in the process.
Lee has done most of his fighting in the Oklahoma City area, although he has ventured to many waypoints.
Really an action-packed first round, which we didn't necessarily anticipate, especially early in this bout. Thought it might start out a little slow, but Zavala is working well on the inside with those uppercuts.
Get out of there! Cargle has lost 9 of his last 11, so he is, as we mentioned, and we use this term a little bit too much perhaps, but this is clearly the last hurrah for him.
Well, at least in terms of fighting good opponents and being taken seriously. Of course, that kind of record in the NBA puts you in the playoffs, and in the National Hockey League, you lead your division.
It's a relative term, isn't it? Now Cargle is on his bike a little bit, which is what Zavala expected. Good body work.
Yeah, but then again, the Atlanta Hawks don't get to pick their opponents, do they?
That's very true.
The body work of Zavala, as you mentioned, has been just superb in this first round.
So after being stunned early in a fight by Lee Cargle, Zavala has clearly taken charge into the first round scheduled for 6.
Here is Lee Cargle. He had his one good moment early in the round, landed that good right hand, but later, of course, Zavala really took control of it.
And let me correct what I said at the end of the round. I think I mentioned it was a 6-round fight, and of course it is a 10-round fight. So this round 2.
But of course you want it to be a 6-round fight.
It may be a 6-round fight.
Oh, great one. You can have whatever you want. Here are the punches in the first round, as given to us by Punch Profile. Zavala with a big edge, as you can see. Cargle threw only 4 jabs in that round to 21 by Zavala. So big edge for Rudy in all departments. And it's an obvious statement, but Cargle has got to stay off those ropes and out of those corners. That will not help him. We mentioned this is not a huge ring, but I have seen smaller rings, so there is some room for him to move.
Well, Cargle told us he'd been taking fights on 1 and 2 days' notice. He said, I don't have any excuses this time. But you really have the feeling, even though it is Cargle who has the experience, that he is the one that's overmatched.
He certainly does not have the power that Zavala does, and that could be the big equalizer for Rudy. He is ripping those shots downstairs.
Good shots. Came up with the right hand, too.
You know, the reason, some might say, gee, why is Zavala punching so wide right now? Very simple reason. That's what he's being given. He was landing those uppercuts right up the middle, but then Cargle had to defend against those, and he's blocking those now, and he's putting his gloves in a position where those can't land. So what's left for Zavala is outside. See, he couldn't land those uppercuts, so he'll go outside with the rights and lefts.
Terrific body work by Zavala. And those are doing some damage.
Oh, are they ever? And opening up the uppercut, you see it landed. He's doing that so he can get the uppercut in. Excellent work by Zavala. Cargle better throw something back.
Uppercuts with both hands by Zavala.
Rick, get out of there!
Boy, Lee Cargle, tough. He is taking some huge shots from Zavala.
Another good body shot. You could hear the crowd go, oh. Nice crowd here in Bozeman. About 6,000, maybe 7,000.
As we said, the interest in these bouts here in Montana is extraordinary. Todd Foster really generates a lot of enthusiasm.
Coming to the end of round number 2, and Zavala has clearly taken control of this fight now. We'll be back.
Rudy Zavala using the uppercut so effectively, and look there, he follows with the right. Always punching in combination, very impressive.
Zavala said he was going to try to cut the corners as much as he could. As you look at the numbers in the second round, overwhelmingly to Zavala.
And when you're landing 57%, you're doing a great job. And many of those were body punches.
All in combinations, too. Really nothing to criticize Zavala for in this fight so far. Shutout on your card, no surprise.
He dominated the first 2 rounds. And Lee Cargle is going to need to counterpunch better off those ropes if he's going to stay there. That's what he was doing in the first round. At least he did land some counterpunches, not so in the second.
Watch his head.
Gene Fulmer watching here in the audience. He knows what it's like to hit guys with body shots. He had really strong body attack.
A couple of great fights with Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, man. I remember the one he had to draw with Sugar Ray, which was toward the end of Ray's career. And you know, Gene Fulmer was a popular guy, but boy, people hated to see that draw because many thought Ray Robinson won, and it ended up being a draw, and Gene Fulmer got a lot of negative feeling after that bout, but he was a great middleweight. Again, the uppercut by Zavala.
Zavala pretty much able to do whatever he wants here right now. He's backing Cargle up, keeping him pinned on the ropes. Cargle not doing much to help himself either.
Rudy is showing what very few young fighters like him possess, and that is a terrific body attack and a great uppercut. And a very diversified attack.
Very seldom throwing just one punch, too. In fact, I can't remember him throwing just one punch.
Cargle not throwing the jab at all, and that might keep Zavala off a little bit. Right there, just letting him walk in.
Cargle looks like he might be a little bit cooked.
He's taken a lot of punishment over the first 2.5 rounds.
Well, that uppercut has been a great weapon for Zavala. Nice shot with the left hand there.
Well, so far this has not been a bout, this has been a mugging.
Yeah, Cargle's just not fighting. Oh, a body shot, down goes Cargle. That's about half fatigue, half accumulation, and half that one shot. If you can have 3 halves. And the punishment continues.
And how impressive that Zavala went right back to the body, knowing that was the place where this man was vulnerable, and then came with the uppercut up the middle.
Very impressive.
Jab him to death, man. Standing on the ropes are not gonna get it. Just let him tee off on you, man. All right? Don't take a step back, side to side. Whenever you get ready to go back, side step it and throw a hook out right here. Okay?
You see Sean Gibbons giving some instruction to Lee Cargle, and I don't know what you can tell him other than don't do this. Don't get in the corner and against the ropes. And he took a tremendous body shot, and as you said, it was a combination of things. Fatigue, the body shots before, and this one punch, which was a very good body shot, but he has been hit with a lot of them during the course of this bout. When you lay against the ropes like that, Barry, it's very difficult to win a bout.
Yeah, Cargle, while he has been taking a real beating, hasn't done anything to help himself. When he does get on the ropes, he doesn't throw punches.
There are precious few boxers in this world that have been able to win bouts fighting off the ropes. One such man was Wilfred Benitez, who did it often, but they are few and far between.
In the third round, it's just more of the same thing. 57% the last 2 rounds for Zavala, who has been most impressive.
16 punches by Cargle, just not going to get the job done. You know, at the beginning of this bout, when he came right out there trading, I thought, well, this could be quite an interesting match.
This one is just about over. Cargle right now doesn't look like he wants to fight.
He just almost has no place to fall. That's a dangerous situation.
That's exactly right. And that's a good standing 8 count. And you can make a pretty good case for stopping this thing pretty quick.
Will step in any moment here and stop this bout. Good uppercut by Cargle, but boy, those punches have been so sparing.
And Cargle is tired in addition to having absorbed a lot of punishment in this fight.
Rudy Zavala is all he was billed to be. Granted, Lee Cargle is not a top 10 featherweight, but Zavala has performed well. They say they want Zavala to fight for a world title within about 6 or 7 bouts.
Yeah, they're pushing him pretty good.
It's not out of the question.
No, it's not. He actually looks very schooled despite his competition.
For a 20-year-old, he is very poised.
Get out of the corner and do something.
It's the variety of punches and the way he throws them that really impresses you.
Doesn't waste punches.
No.
Back in the corner again is Cargle.
You can make a strong case for stopping this bout, a real strong case.
Absolutely.
Because I don't think Lee Cargle is capable of firing back at this point. And all he's going to do is stand in this corner and take punishment. But he's game enough to stay up. Finally, some punches from Cargle.
And and he did get Zavala going backward. That might give him the opportunity to take a little more punishment.
The kind of boxer that will give Rudy trouble is a good counterpuncher, and when Cargle counterpunches, he's effective.
So Cargle has managed to get himself through 4 rounds, but it has been a very lopsided 4 rounds in favor of Rudy Zavala.
Stop!
Just as we left you, this uppercut landed by Rudy Zavala, and down went Cargle. He did get up, and he is going to continue in this 5th round.
But 2 knockdowns in the 4th round, a knockdown in the 3rd round. This one is a question of time.
There is the punches, the complete punches through 4, as Cargle comes back and lands some shots now. But I'll give you a staggering statistic. You see that 104 that Cargle threw? Guess what? In the last round alone, Zavala threw 107. That is amazing.
And down goes Cargle again from body shot. And that's it. Yeah. Well stopped.
Good stoppage by the referee.
Well, no criticism for that man. He did everything he needed to do. He said he wanted to cut the ring off. He certainly did that. Kept Cargle in the corner. Really, it wasn't in doubt from the first 30 seconds.
Well, Lee Cargle came out fighting a match that none of us suspected. Normally, he is a boxer. He is a mover. Some would call him a runner. In this bout, he decided to test Zavala early. Stand there. Did land that good right hand in the 1st round that maybe stunned Rudy just a moment. But then this man couldn't get on his bicycle. Once he was hit with a lot of those body shots, he couldn't use the movement that has stood him in good stead in other fights. Here is the knockdown, last knockdown. Body shots. Hey, give Rudy Zavala credit. Most fighters these days throw a punch when the guy's down, knowing they're not going to be disqualified. Rudy Zavala did not do it. Good for him. It's the way it's supposed to be.
All right, here's the official word then from Michael Buffer. Michael?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dean Kromaric stops this bout at 37 seconds of the 5th round. The winner by TKO. He remains undefeated. His record now 14-0, 12 by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Rudy Zavala.
So Rudy Zavala, very impressive winner by the knockout route over Lee Cargle. He had him down 4 times, and when we come back, we will talk with the winner. We're in Bozeman, and we're coming back.